Okay, we are back with another video. It's pretty horrible outside, so for the 4th straight month, I'm not going to be riding outside. We're going to be doing a Zwift session, and it is 2 hours and 15 minutes mixed up between steady state and intervals as well. So this is actually going to be my longest ride I've done at all, including outdoor ride and Zwift. And obviously when it's indoors, it's going to be a lot sweatier, so there's a lot more importance on fueling up, right? So in this video, I just wanted to go over what type of fuel sources I use during my rides. I think one of the main things I've learned from doing long distance endurance stamina events is that fuel is imperative. If we're not hydrating, we're not giving ourselves enough fuel, aka carbs, then we're not going to be able to complete it, or it's going to be an absolute slog. I'm 73 kilo, and I think the best way to sort of estimate how many carbs you should be having per hour is take your weight, say for me 73 kilo, and take 1 gram per kilo of carbohydrate. So I'll be taking somewhere around 70 to 75 grams per hour of carbohydrate. I'll show you now what I've got. Okay, so this is the fuel we've got for this ride. We've got 1 Lucozade, 2 bottles, which I'm going to have one of them filled with Tailwind lemon flavour, and I do believe this is 50 grams of carbs per sachet here. And then the other bottle, the 3rd bottle, is going to have intra-workout in 1 scoop of this My Protein intra-workout, which is only 15 grams of carbs. And then we've got a handful of dates and 2 banana sorries. So last Saturday was the first time I had this Tailwind nutrition. Like I said, it's 50 grams of carbs per sachet. Obviously that's quite a decent amount of carbs. I'm not going to be getting through the full bottle within that 1 hour. I'll probably get through 3/4 of it, so you're probably looking at somewhere around 40 grams of carbs. And then the other bottle, like I said, is a lot less, because the My Protein intro workout only has 15 grams. Because to be honest, if I use 2 of these and then the Lucozade, it's probably a little bit overkill. 1 bottle with the Tailwind, 50 grams of carbs. 1 bottle with the intra workout, 15 grams of carbs. The Lucozade Sport, to be honest, is more of a contingency, just in case I do need an extra little bit of hydration. To be honest, I might get through with just the 2 bottles. And then obviously the handful of dates, which I think per day is around 5 grams of carbs. So I think I've got around 10 dates there, and I'll just snack on that throughout the session. And then I've got the 2 little Soreen loaves. Full ride, I'm looking at somewhere around 140 to 150 grams of carbs. And like I said, it's a 2 hour and 15 minute session. Will I get through all of this? Maybe not, but I sort of want to condition myself to get used to fueling consistently, especially when I get closer to the Ironman, when I've got those 4, 5, 6 hour rides where I really need to make sure my nutrition's on point. So I'd rather condition my body now so I know how to flush the fuel through my body and actually use it in the right muscles and in the right way. We're in the garage. Like I said, it is absolutely horrible outside, and I'm not going to lie, I'm looking forward to doing some of these rides outside within the next few months when the weather gets better. But for now, we've got the Zwift, we've got the Turbo, and we have got a long session ahead, which I'm looking forward to in a weird way. You know, I'm not used to doing any of these rides over 2 hours, so last Saturday, I'm not going to lie, my backside was not in a good way, and I can promise it was from the bike, not anything else. So it'll be interesting to see how I hold up, make sure everything runs smoothly, got the fuel, and I'm ready to go. Let's get on with this session. Okay, we are 90 minutes in, an hour and a half into the 12-15 minute ride. Got just under 45 minutes to go. Finished the half an hour steady state at the start, and then did 10 intervals of 1 minute fast, 2 minutes slow for the next half an hour, and now I'm half an hour in onto the 70 minute steady state. So as you can see, I'm just holding that 210 watts for the next 70 minutes, and that's what I've done up to now. So fueling going down really well. As you can see, probably consumed about 90 grams of carbs up to now, 100 grams of carbs, and I'm not gonna lie, it's feeling great. Makes such a big difference. Like, the only thing now is literally just my backside rubbing against the seat, and my legs are starting to feel a little bit heavy, but energy wise I'm feeling great. So it just goes to show the power of food, through and thought. Okay, I can finish up the last 40 minutes or so, and then I'll check back in after. Oh, right, that is the 2 hours and 15 minutes done. Not gonna lie, as you probably see on the last clip, after 90 minutes and an hour and a half in, I felt great. Like, I felt really good. Fuel was going in well, legs felt good, and then as it crept closer to the 2 hour mark, so pretty much the last 20 minutes, half an hour, my legs started to stiffen up a little bit, and my backside, my gooch was absolutely killing, which is not ideal. I'm glad that's over now, and now I'm gonna have a shower, get everything nice and comfortable again, or as comfortable as can be. And yeah, glad that's over. 2 hours 15 minutes done. Long ride in the bank, and it's just good to get the miles in as well. And like I said, the fuel went down really well. Apart from the last 20 minutes where I started to feel it a bit, I will pick up in a few hours time where I will go over my fuel, how I felt, what type of food is best for intra-workout, and what food is best to fuel you on long rides or long runs or any type of endurance event to make sure your energy levels are kept high and you can perform at your optimum, as obviously that is what we want. I'm going to go and I'll catch up with you in a bit. Okay, it is now the next day. It is Sunday, so I'm around 24 hours after doing the cycle session yesterday. I'm not going to lie, I've been pretty sore over the last 24 hours. I think online I need to actually have a look at the best saddles. I've been recommended that I need to get a proper bike fit, which I will get once the COVID tears do relax a little bit. I definitely need to get some type of saddle which is a little bit more comfortable on my backside because it's not ideal. Anyway, going back to the main topic of the video, which is about fueling for these long cycles, long runs, whatever it may be. One of the main things, like I said at the start of the video, which I have learned is how to fuel correctly for these longer workouts. So we wouldn't try and drive to the opposite end of the country with only half a tank of fuel, so why would we attempt to complete a long workout without sufficient nutrition? It's just not going to happen. We're deluded to think that we don't need that extra nutrition to complete these long workouts. So as I mentioned yesterday, I had around 70 grams of carbs per hour, and I was on the bike for 2 hours and 15 minutes, and I do believe I had somewhere in the region of 140 to 150 grams of carbs throughout the whole session. So I remember I did nip to the toilet at around 90 minutes in, an hour and a half, and I did feel really good. Energy levels were absolutely fine. Felt great because I had kept on top of it. It was only the last 20 minutes of the ride where I did start to feel a little bit tired. You know, my legs were starting to get heavy, and for me, I am a new cyclist. So as I mentioned in previous videos, I am a beginner to cycling, and just to be honest, this triathlon, a longer endurance event. So as soon as I hit the 2 hour mark, that is when I do start to feel it a little bit, because it's uncharted territory for me. So even though I was feeling really well, I do start to feel it a little bit. I think the rule of thumb is take your weight in kilograms and try and have 1 gram per kilo per hour for your nutrition. So like I said, for me, I'm 73 kilos, so I try and aim for somewhere around 70 to 75 grams of carbs per hour to fuel my workouts. And you know, somewhere around the 2 to 3 hour workout mark, do I really need to consume that much as I did yesterday? Probably not. I probably could have got through the workout fine, but like I said, I want to condition myself to get used to fueling myself consistently, so when I do have these longer 4, 5, 6 hour rides, I know how to take the fuel on. I know my body's used to eating these types of foods, and I'm not going to feel horrible. I'm not going to stop at the side of the road for a you-know-what. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I have done a run as well this morning, and I did around a 70-minute jog, zone 2, nice and light. I think it ended up being around 8.3 miles, and I'm going to show you the weather outside in a minute because it is absolutely horrible. I cannot wait until the warmer summer months come around. This is the current weather in Newcastle. The camera doesn't really pick it up very well, but it is snowing, it's windy, it's about -2 degrees. It's just not ideal. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, I want you to like, comment and subscribe to follow my journey to Ironman 2021 Bolton, 4th of July. I say this every single video, but fingers crossed it does go ahead, and I really need to make sure I'm getting back to swimming soon because I'm going to drown if we don't. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.